Through the chair, the management acknowledged the auditor's finding and wished to say that it was through the formal request done from the departmental heads on the need for engaging casuals and boards of management approval were not provided for audit. However, the management commits to correct it in the subsequent years. The management paid casual laborers wages of between 6,500 and 9,000 shillings during the year under review. However, currently the management has increased the rates to between 9,000 and 11,000 shillings. We are also working to increase the all source of revenue so that we can be able to increase their wages to around 13,573, which is the minimum wage. Attached are the improved casual wages payrolls, which is in the annex. Attached are the improved casual wages payrolls, which is in the annex. Attached are the improved casual wages payrolls, which is in the annex.
Office of the Auditor. Office of the Auditor.
Such as staff establishment, requisition from the departmental heads, and the approval from the Board of Management was not provided for verification. And the approval from the Board of Management was not provided for verification. And the approval from the Board of Management.
Management, you listen to the comments from the Office of the Auditor. After raising the question, to the comments from you responding, and now that's still their comment. So I want to give you maybe 1 minute to do a further explanation before I give members.
Thank you, the Chair.
1 minute to do a further explanation.
My response will be initially, the people we employ as casual laborers, we used to give them work as volunteers. But because of the current developments in terms of auditing, we have been able to note the corrections, and this can be corrected in future. We have been given we need to provide the need from each department. I think that will be corrected in the subsequent years, because initially they were used to be, they were seen as volunteers who will be now stepping in just for a stop measure when there was maybe something that needed to be done and there was no one around, so we could just get them as volunteers. But the management acknowledges the auditor's comments and will commit to improve in the future. But the management acknowledges the auditor's comments.
Before I give the members, so as you are engaging the casuals and you are planning for their payment, did you know that there was a law that was guiding the engagement, their payment? Did you know that there was a law that was guiding engagement?
Yes, the management acknowledges that there was a law for guiding the casual employment. Yes, and so that had not been put into practice because initially the hospital was in a status to provide the minimum wage, and so it was a hindering factor to the hospital. Initially the hospital was in a status, but we were aware that there was supposed to be a law, so it was a hindering factor to the hospital. Initially,
we are so aware that there was law guiding both how you engaged casuals and how you pay them. We are so aware that there was law guiding. Thank you, honorable members. I give it back to you, yes, honorable Were, and how you pay them. We are so aware that there was law guiding. Thank you, honorable members. I give it back to you, yes, honorable
Chair, from the response of the management, there are two clear issues that are coming out. Thank you, Chair. First, from the response of the management, they are acknowledging that it was true that a formal request was done to the department with the need for engaging those casuals. Is there any documentary evidence that was provided to the audit team? Is there any documentary evidence? It is also clear that these people are engaged as volunteers. Is there any written document that shows that the terms of engagement were as follows? They were volunteering their services to the facility and not working as casuals. Thank you, Chair. Volunteering their services to the facility
through the Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
That's a good comment, and We acknowledge that, of course, we knew there were laws, but in terms of requests, because the establishment at that time was not, there was an oversight in terms of applying the law, in terms of the wages for the casuals. So whenever they could volunteer, even the minimum working time was reduced, though there was no documentation, but just in terms of the duty rota, maybe they will work for a minimum of maybe 5 hours in a day, as opposed to 12 hours, which is the normal working time. So that is what now guided the management to put them as volunteers because of the working time. But there was no any documentation that was put down. It was just by communication amount of mouth. So that as an oversight, I think the management has acknowledged that mistake and promises to correct communication amount of mouth. So that as an oversight, I think the management has acknowledged that mistake.
Yes, Honorable James Omola.
Chair, from the submissions, I think the MedSoup is confirming what is done, and I think it's very unfortunate that no due diligence in terms of following the law was followed. But I'm just wondering now, we are in 2025. The year under review is ending 2023 June 30th. So you had all the time from 30th June of 2023 until now we are in January 2025. So is there anything formal we can talk of in terms of what you have as employees right now? Because this anomaly happened, but I think as corrective measure, there ought to have been some corrections done, of which, as at now, as we speak, this should have been corrected a long time ago. So I'm just wondering if it is still the same word of mouth. People are volunteering, you are paying peanuts, and that is it. As at now, as we speak, this should have been
through the chair.
So I'm just wondering if it is
of course, because the law stipulates that the minimum wage should be around 13,573. The hospital is not able to provide that at the moment. But as we have attached in the annexes, you can see there's an improvement from the previous year up to now in terms of wages that has been increased. So we are working on increasing our source of revenue so that we can increase this minimum wage also to the 13,000 that's required by the law. We have attached in the annexes, there are attached annexes so that you can see the wage increase over the period between last 2023. So we are now 2023 our source of revenue so that we can increase this minimum wage also to the 13,000.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nyawara. I think there are three things that the auditor was requesting, but I don't see them coming out clearly. One is staff establishment. Thank you so much. Showing deficiency of staff. The auditor was requesting that warrants the employment of casuals. Is staff that you could not provide that. Two, showing there was now a formal request done to the departmental head, employment of casuals, which you said was not there. But I believe we can have staff establishment. For all that long up to now, we can get, I don't know why we can't provide that. And then lastly, is board of management approval. Even if it's word of mouth, I think there are some minutes from the board that allows you to employ through word of mouth. And then lastly, and all those things are missing. Don't you see that is very great? It's word of mouth. I think there is no board approving that we take casuals. There is no request done. You know, in an office, how we communicate in office, either email, a letter. Now they even allow WhatsApp as a communication channel. There is nothing that you wrote to the department requesting for engagement of casuals. There was no board approval for engagement of casuals. And there is nothing showing that you really needed casuals at that particular year. Do you agree with me that that's not for engagement of casuals? And there is nothing showing that you really needed.
Yes, that is true. There was no request letter from the department, and so I think that was an oversight because the heads of departments were not aware that it's supposed to be in formal writing, just by word of mouth. The administrator and the medical superintendent there was no request from the department, but there was no written document. So I think that oversight will be corrected going forward. The heads of departments were not aware that it's supposed to be in formal writing, just by word of mouth.
I think we've heard from the MedSoup. We can make a determination when we we are now doing
no written document.
our report.
So
I think we'll go to the next question. The next question after irregular engagement of casual, which is irregular procurement of clinical and medical supplies. Question 3, our report. I think we'll go to the next question. The next question after
Chair, allow me read issue number 3,
which is
regular procurement of clinical and medical supplies. As disclosed in Note 15 to the financial statements, the statement of financial performance reflects clinical and medical costs amounting to Kenyan shillings 4,238,816 in respect of pharmaceutical and pharmaceutical supplies. The review of payment vouchers revealed that the hospital management procured the supplies from various suppliers. However, the evidence of competitive bidding, method of procurement, and identification of the supplier could not be ascertained since the supporting procurement documents, including user requisitions, letter of appointments, of appointment of opening and evaluation committees, tender opening and tender evaluation minutes, professional opinions, award letters, stores ledgers, and contract or service agreement were not provided for audit. In the of the expenditure of 4,238,816 shillings in respect of clinical and medical supplies could not be confirmed. All service agreement were not provided for audit. Of the expenditure of
Through the chair, the management takes note of this observation. The management uses county approved suppliers who had already gone competitive bidding as attached in the Annex 14. All required documents from the chair suppliers have not been filed at that time, but are available as attached in that same annex. So what we mean is that the county normally gives a list of suppliers that have been all required documents from the chair suppliers have not been filed at that time.
I think as you respond, you just read
what we mean is
the response as it was written to the office of the auditor. Explanation you can do later. So right now we'll stop at but are currently available. As you respond, you just cite. Thank you. Office of the auditor, it was written to the office of the auditor. Explanation you can do later. So right now we'll stop at but are currently available.
His supporting documents are advertisement, evaluation of tenders, awards, and maybe the agreement. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Office of the Auditor. This is about contract management. It's not about who you gave, how you decide on who you are giving, and how you decided that you are going to give that person. And in contract management, you start with advertisement, then people apply, you open the tender, after opening the tender, and all those procedures have minutes. And they're saying all those documents they should not find where you advertised, whether internal or open, where you open the tenders, but you are admitting here that now you have those documents. So maybe we start with advertisement. Do you have the advertisement of the jobs with you? Internal or open?
We don't have the advertisement, the tenders.
You are admitting here that now you have those documents. So maybe we start with advertisement.
No, we don't have the
advertisement of the jobs with you? Internal or open?
We don't have the advertisement, the tenders.
You are admitting here that now you have those documents. So maybe we start. Do you have an evaluation of the tenders?
No, we don't have the
Minutes for evaluation?
No, we don't have the minutes for evaluation of the tenders also.
So what were you saying that you're having current now?
So what we have is the list of suppliers. So we are supposed to advertise tenders for competitive bidding.
So what were you saying that you have?
The stage of the facility cannot be used to provide such extension in advertisement because of what we have in terms of revenue. So we find that because of the capability of the facility, we cannot be able to go and do advertisements in maybe a newspaper or any journal. So that is what hinders us. Because of the financial.
Who said that you are supposed to advertise in a newspaper?
Go and do advertisements. Maybe that is what normally facilities do. I've seen Jaramogi do that in newspapers. Financial suppliers.
Who said that you are supposed to advertise in a newspaper?
Go and do advertisements.
Okay, let me allow the members to comment before I come back to you.
Jaramogi do that in newspapers. Financial suppliers.
Who said that you are supposed to advertise in a newspaper? Yes, the Honorable James Omol. Okay, let me allow you were defeated. on what to ask. You are sympathizing with our brothers. What we are asking are very simple. I mean, advertisement includes even pinning on the wall. I mean, just photocopying a piece of paper telling people we need somebody to supply us with skuma wiki. You pin it on the notice board of the hospital, you come and pin it on the notice board at the Prosperity House. You can put it at the website of Kisumu County Government. It's an advertisement that they will accept, that the Office of the Auditor will accept. Saying that you could not photocopy an A4 and pin it on the notice board of the hospital because you lack the capacity, to me, it's neither here nor there. The Office of the Auditor will accept. What is it, Administrator? You want to help him? And if you want to be helped, yes, I can see he's giving you the mic because you lack the capacity.
Yes, to the chair, I want to bail him out. Normally, our advertisement is normally done to the Kisumu County Referral Hospital for all the facilities that are in Kisumu. So normally, our list, that is what was referring. There is a list normally that we are given.
Where is that advertisement? That's what we want right now.
So we were not provided for all the facilities.
Then how do you know that your advertisement was done through Kisumu County Hospital?
We didn't download it. Actually, it's in a soft copy.
That's what we want right now. Where is it? Where is that soft copy?
We were not provided for all the facilities.
Provide. And what do you think we can see soft copies? Or generally scared of soft copies?
We didn't download it. Actually, it's in a soft
Provide the soft copy. We are here with the Office of the Auditor General. And what do you think we can see? How long? Not long is how long? Soft copies.
5 minutes.
Thank you. So in 5 minutes we can get the advertisement. So we believe if you advertised, then you had to receive tenders because so many people applied before you decided on this, because you have a list of suppliers, which I totally agree, and I believe not only one applied, several applied, so you had to open the tenders. Receive tenders because so many people applied. Going by the submission of the administrator, because you have a list of suppliers, it's a one-man show where it's the administrator sitting in the office and deciding hii ya skuma pea huyu, hii ya madawa, hii pea huyu ndo rafiki yetu. I believe you now get why we are asking. It's the contract management in spending. It's provided for in law. There is nothing like a small facility or a big facility because we have a law that guards contract management and it has to be followed. That is what the Office of the Auditor is questioning. And if you don't follow, then you are in breach of the law. And when you are in breach of the law, you know what happens next. Contract management, and it has to be followed. That's what the Office of the Auditor is questioning. Unless other members have a different concern on that, when you are in breach of the law. Thank you, members. I think we had agreed to just raise for you those two questions. You can see how you handle them. We will make a determination on those two questions together with other questions and the way you responded to them. Thank you, members. And then we'll bring a report for this assembly for adoption. On the members, I think that will call the end of our engagement with Chulaimbo Level 4 Hospital on their audit report for the year ended 30th June 2023. And we'll finish. We want to call off the meeting with a word of prayer. And we are praying that Almighty God, in your wisdom and goodness, have appointed the offices of leaders at county assemblies for the welfare of society and just government of the people. We beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom we've been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this county. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come to deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interest you committed to our church. Amen. Thank you so much, Chulaimbo Management. Thank you so much, the Office of the Auditor. I want to request the Sergeant at Arms to leave the management of Chulaimbo Hospital out. I want to request all the members to stay behind and the Office of the Auditor so that we decide whether to engage Operikamoth immediately if they are here, or how much time we need for engaging Operikamoth. The Office of the Auditor to decide whether to engage Operikamoth immediately if they are here, or how much time we need for engaging Bergamo, the office of the person to decide whether to engage Bergamo immediately if they are here, or how much time we need for engaging Bergamo, the office of the person to decide whether to engage Bergamo immediately if they are here, or how much time we need for engaging Bergamo, the office of the person to decide whether to engage Bergamo immediately if they are here.